Hi there everybody, this is David, and in today's sponsored video, I want to talk about Girls Frontline to EXILIUM. Because, yeah, once again, a company took one look at me and they said, yeah, this is the guy that we want to cover our tactical anime gacha game full of scantily clad women. Yeah, me, I know. But hey, correct choice, because right now part 2 of the first anniversary celebration is live, and if you didn't watch part 1, don't panic, don't scream, don't throw your phone across the room either, because you can still jump right on in right now and get showered in rewards. We're talking over 130 free polls, 13,000 plus collapse pieces, and get Shua's Dragon Chef outfit and Springfield's Enjoy the Fragrance outfit for free. This anniversary here is a true celebration of a great game, so do be sure to use the links below to try it out for yourself. Okay now, let's slowly bend over, pop that nip slip, adjust those panties, and most importantly, let's get tactical. So like I said before, this here is a tactical RPG featuring a whole bunch of girls, called dolls, with these huge, massive guns. Wait, what did you think I was gonna say? Get your mind out of the gutter. This is a family channel, folks. Now, all of those huge, massive guns definitely do deserve your attention, but we've also got some brand new dolls to show off, such as Rebella, an ice doll who's basically here to say, battlefield control, but make it fashion. She's a freeze-type sentinel who does a ton of her damage outside of her turn, which already makes her interesting in a tactical game that's all about like positioning and turn economy. Pair her with Macchiato, and you've suddenly got not just freezing enemies for flavor, but you're also locking down the map, setting up follow-ups, and controlling the pace of the entire fight. It's cold, it's cruel, it's tactical, and frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way. And yeah, we're also getting festive here, because Suomi is ready to come on down to the chimney in a brand new Christmas outfit. It is fluffy and it's totally adorable too, so what's not to love? Meanwhile, the crew deck continues to be one of the strongest features in the game, and I will talk a little bit more about that later, but just know that if you're here for, character interactions, cute conversations, foot and back rubs, as well as emotionally charged storytelling, you are absolutely in the right place. Now, very quickly, for anybody who hasn't touched the series before or even heard of it, Girls Frontline to EXILIUM is a 3D tactical RPG on both PC and mobile, including over on Steam, which does mean that it does have controller support, because, thank God. This thing is turn-based, cover-focused, and your units, actually hit things. They don't spend 6 turns missing a guy standing 3 feet away from them. The art style is this really slick blend of anime aesthetics and high-quality 3D models, using non-photorealistic rendering layered over physically based lighting, which is a really fancy way of saying that it looks sharp, expensive, and it doesn't fall apart when the camera gets too close. But y'all know me, I'm not all that big into graphics and technicalities and things like that. I'm very computer illiterate. I'm just here for the gameplay, and it's really there in the combat where Girls Frontline 2 shines. You're managing action points, positioning your dolls behind cover, flanking the enemies, triggering follow-ups, and constantly thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead. There's even a rewind mechanic, so that if you do screw up, you can just pretend like it never happened instead of committing tactical suicide. The game wants you to experiment. It wants you to learn. But if you just want to chill, there is mercifully an auto battle feature, because we all know how it is. Sometimes you love picking apart that strategy, and sometimes you just want to stare at some pretty girls where you grind those levels out, and there's nothing wrong with that. And speaking of pretty girls, let's talk about Rebella, because she's the star of this show. Personality-wise, she's quiet, thoughtful, and observant, and carrying just a hint of trauma, which, as we all know, means that she fits right on in with everybody else. Mechanically and combat-wise, she builds up her stacks of damage by marking enemies, then absolutely dismantling them through out-of-turn attacks. She can act as a damage dealer or a support engine, depending on how you build her, which makes her fantastic for players who like flexibility instead of rigid team min-maxing. Now, ice teams finally feel like a real archetype instead of a gimmick, and Rebella is the glue holding the whole playstyle together. Her elite weapon is the Wanderer Magnum, and it's excellent design-wise. It boosts freeze damage and specifically encourages you to experiment with her playstyle by increasing damage from out-of-turn attacks. It feels tailored, intentional, and powerful without being brainless. And yeah, pulling for her feel good too, because the gacha pity system in Girls Frontline to EXILIUM is very generous. The pity carries over, beginner banners are forgiven, and with the anniversary reward stacked on top, you are not walking into like an empty casino here. It is surprisingly fair, especially by gacha standards. Now let's talk about outfits, because, you're absolutely going to want to be looking at them very close up. Robella's Future Navigator outfit is clean, stylish, tactical, and it comes with accessories that you can mix and match, while Suomi's fluffy Corva Tunturi outfit is pure Christmas nostalgia. It's soft, cozy, and absurdly cute. Not to mention, it's also half price. There's also the Shining Horizon weapon skin, which pairs beautifully with Robella if you're the type who likes your Battlefield aesthetic coordinated. And believe me, I am absolutely that type of coordination gay. But okay, the biggest long-term draw here is definitely the crew deck. I said I'd get back to it, and here we are. This is not just some boring menu. It's essentially the hangout spot for all your dolls, and here you can decorate it if you see fit, you can unlock furniture, customize the rooms, but most importantly, experience interactive stories between the characters that add emotional weight to them and allow you to get to know them better, or just oil them up and let them step on you, cause why not? And right now, you can log in and you can get Macchiato's story for free. No nonsense, no hoops. And before January the 7th, you can claim 35 outfit access permissions. You can unlock Kluklei's outfit and then dive straight into her story as well. And while we are on the topic, let's talk about her story and her pool scene, because yeah, we need to, for science. So things start off normal enough, you're making these choices, you're affecting the tone of the interaction, but then the important thing comes. Because then you start to apply sunscreen to her back and to her feet. And I've just gotta say, can we have some equal opportunity oilage up in here? How come these companies never reach out to me for some daddy games? Anyway, the crew deck leans hard into companionship, atmosphere, and slow character-driven moments. And it all works, because the writing and the animation actually sell it. This isn't just like fan service, it's a commitment to the characters. Event-wise, we've got a couple. Deep Oblivion Part 2 kicks off on December the 18th, bringing in new missions, more rewards, and plenty of reasons to keep on checking back. You've also got side events like the Cat Cafe, which is exactly as chill and charming as it sounds, and a cool little arcade game that you can check out, as well as a returner event encouraging lapsed players to come on back and check out all the new things that it now has to offer. It's a very full plate, but it's also really well paced, and none of it feels like homework. So yeah, stepping back, Girls Frontline 2 EXILIUM is a really strong place right now. The anniversary rewards are generous. Robella is a really interesting unit. The Ice Team archetype finally feels complete. The outfits are great, and the crew deck continues to be one of the most surprisingly effective character systems in the genre. So, whether you're here for tactics, aesthetics, emotional attachment, or just watching the dolls lay on back, relax, and oil up their guns in slow motion, there's absolutely something here for you. So do be sure to check it on out for yourself, because I do have the download links in the description below. It is free to play, it's on PC and mobile, and now is genuinely the best time to jump right on in. And also, if you did enjoy this video, hit that like, level on up, and join my party by subscribing, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.